you don't belong. I find your hair upon the coat, a silent silver crushing note. The window watches for your face, an absence so cute to let's pass. The dust is settling on the floor, beside the ghost of every door. I reach for you in shallow sleep, the promises we couldn't keep. The air is thick, the light is blue, the room is still in love with you. It is a velvet weight, my dear, the heavy sound of what I hear. Don't live so fast, but I am stayed inside the hollow we have made. A human grief, a simple skin. Where does the loneliness begin? Where does the loneliness begin? I trace the dent inside the bed, the heavy things we never said. I wear your sweater like a cage, the final word on every page. The scent of you is fading fast. Le premier jour est seul, le dernier. The future's just a shadow cast. I reach for you in shallow sleep, the promises we couldn't keep. The air is thick, the light is blue, the room is still in love with you. It is a velvet weight, my dear, the heavy sound of what I hear. Don't live so fast, but I am stayed inside the hollow we have made. A human grief, a simple skin. Where does the loneliness begin? I moved the chair today. I thought it would help, but the floor underneath was too clean. It looked like a scar. It is a velvet weight, my dear, the heavy sound of what I hear. Don't live so fast, but I am stayed inside the hollow we have made. A human grief, a simple skin. Where does the loneliness begin? The velvet weight, silly fan. The velvet weight. Strange to myself, I know the street by every stone. I've walked it in every weather, every hour, every version of myself that ever existed. Tonight it fits differently, not the street me. Something has shifted, and the city hasn't noticed yet. Strange to myself, and the only place I've always known. Strange to myself, standing in the middle of my own history, like a tourist, like someone who arrived here from somewhere else. Strange to myself tonight. I passed the bar where I made a decision I don't regret. The window still looks the same, I look different in it now. Not worse, not better, just someone I'm still becoming. Strange to myself, in the only place I've always known. Strange to myself, standing in the middle of my own history, like a tourist, like someone who arrived here from somewhere else. Strange to myself tonight. Je ne me reconnais plus, and that is not the terrible thing I always thought it would be. Strange to myself, but the city holds me anyway. Strange to myself, and I am walking through my own becoming. Not a tourist, not a stranger, just someone still arriving. Strange to myself, and that is enough. Still arriving, still arriving. There is a life in that window I have no part in. Lit and quiet and complete, I have been standing here too long already. Just once, I wanted something simple, a life that doesn't ask everything of you. Ordinary, the word I never applied to myself. One evening at a window, wanting someone else's life. Not forever, just long enough to understand the choice. Ordinary, I have built everything I have, from refusing to be simple. Every scar a decision, I stand gone by, all of them. But standing here in the cold, I feel it, the pull of the uncomplicated, the life that fits without alteration. Just once, I wanted something simple, a life that doesn't ask everything of you. Ordinary, the word I never applied to myself. One evening at a window, wanting someone else's life. Not forever, just long enough to understand the choice. Ordinary, and be simple, just to want nothing difficult, to go inside and be enough. I stood there until the light changed, then walked back into everything I am. Just once, just that, and then back. Between sleep and the door, there is a version of me that belongs to no one. She lasts about as long as the light takes to find the room. That is the one I come back to at the mirror in the dark. Mirrors, the only place she goes. Mirrors, the only place I stay. Two versions of the same woman. One of them performed, one of them just here. Mirrors. Mirrors. This one does not arrange her face. This one stands in whatever light is left at the end of the day and looks without adjusting. She is less elegant, more actual. The jaw set differently, the eyes not doing the thing the eyes do in public. Something looser, something that has not decided what it is yet and does not need to. I find her more interesting than the other one. C'est elle que je connais vraiment, celle qui n'explique rien, celle qui reste. Quand tout le monde est parti, elle ne performe pas, elle n'a pas besoin, elle est juste là, dans le miroir, dans le noir, dans le vrai. And then morning, and then the face reassembled, and then the door, now with reluctance, with intention. Both versions true, both versions mine. Mirrors, where the curated one steps aside, where the actual one takes up exactly the space she needs. No more, no less. Both of them real. both of them mine.